Hi everybody, Max here, bringing you another 2Aces video. Today I will be showing you a mathematical card trick which was uploaded by Miss Mag822, and he called it Cut. I don't really like that name, but whatever. I'd rather call it In Between, but that's just me. Okay, this is what it is. First of all, we're gonna get the spectator to pick absolutely any card, completely free choice. Let's say they pick that one. They have picked the Ace of Clubs. I'm going to place that right there. Now I'm just going to separate the deck into two fairly even piles. Pile A, pile B. They can place their card on top of either pile. Let's say they place it on top of this pile. I'm going to cut it into the deck so that it's now fairly in the middle, and I'm now going to deal the deck into 4 piles. This will just take me a second. Okay. So we have here 4 even piles. So I'm just going to square them up like so. Okay. Now, I'm now going to pick up the first pile here and ask the spectator to look and tell me if they see their card anywhere here. Their card is the Ace of Clubs, so nope, it's not in that pile. So I'm going to discard it, place it off to the side. Is your card in this pile? That's Ace of Spades. Yes, it is. There's the Ace of Clubs, and they say yes, it is in this pile. So I go, okay, we'll get rid of these 2 piles so that we're left with the pile that your card is in. Now I'm going to make 4 piles out of this pile, and hopefully we'll get 4 even piles. Oh, I'm going to discard this pile now because there's 1 more card in it than all the others. So we're left with 3 piles. I will then hand the first pile to the spectator and ask them to remove the top and bottom card from the pile, and then hand me back the middle card. So they remove the top one and the bottom one, and I place that back there. I then ask them to do the same thing here, without looking at the cards, preferably. And then 1 more time, like so. So now we're left with 3 cards. And then I'd ask them to do it 1 final time, take off the top and bottom card, and their card, the Ace of Clubs, was sandwiched in between. Okay, this trick will work every time, as long as you do it right, and I will now explain how that's done. We'll use the same card. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to pick another card, just so that you believe me that it's absolutely any card. This really is a free choice. They can pick any card, so let's go for this one, the King of Hearts. Now, from here, you have to make sure that you split the deck. This is the only slightly tricky bit. It's fairly easy. You have to be able to split the deck roughly in the middle, so that you have 26 to 28 cards in each hand. So 1 pile can be about two or three more cards than the other pile. But if it's about 5 more cards than the other pile, then it will not work. You've got to cut it within a certain distance. So when you say, I'm just going to place 2 even piles down, you just quickly check. Yeah, that looks about even. So that's 2 piles. So now it doesn't matter, the trick will more or less work from here as long as you do it correctly. They can place it over either pile. Whichever pile they place it over, let's say they place it here, you take the other pile and place it on top so that their card is in between. You then deal out the entire deck into 4 piles. I'm not the fastest dealer in the world, so this can get boring. So make sure you can deal fairly quickly. And once you've dealt out all 4 piles, like that, you then ask the spectator to confirm which pile that your card is in. When I perform this, I just like to give them the pack, or show it to them like this without me seeing, so that I don't even see what cards are in the group that their card is in. The Queen of the King of Hearts is not in there. So you discard the pack that their card is not in. Let's look at the second one. The King of Hearts is not in the second one either. So you discard it. Sometimes it won't be the second pile like it was in my performance. It could be any pile. There's the King of Hearts. So you keep the pile with their card in it and you discard any others that you still have. Now with this final pile, you deal into 4 just like before. And you should always get a leftover card which you put into the first pile. So you'll deal 4 and then it'll always end up in the first pile that you put in. So this pile should have 4 cards, whereas each of the other piles all have 3, as you can see. So you discard this pile, you say, this one is uneven, let's just discard this pile. I sometimes say, I know your card is not going to be in here. And they're like, and my spectator doesn't believe me, they're like, how can you know that? And you know, I'm just guessing. So you're left with 3 piles. From here, all you have to do is ask the spectator from the first pile to remove the top and bottom card, so that you're left with the middle card. Then they do the same thing for the second pile. That's their card, the middle card. They take away the 2 bottom ones, and then you place the middle card of the second pile on top of the first pile. That's their card. They don't know that. You then take the third pile, they do the same thing. It wouldn't really matter which one, how they do it. We just make them do it the same for all 3. So like that, when we place the final card on top, their card is now in the middle, so that when they do it for the 4th and final time, and they can do this, they turn it over and it is the King of Hearts. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's a really cool trick. And see you next time. Please like this video and subscribe.